As Jack was getting married to Jill, his father pulled him aside and gave him some advice. "Son, when I married your mother, the first thing I did when we got home was strip her naked and take off my pants. Then I handed my pants to your mother and told her to try them on. She did, and of course they were huge on her. She told me she could not wear them because they were too big. I said, of course they are too big. I wear the pants in this family, and I always will." Ever since that day, we never had a single problem. Jack decided to follow his father's advice on his wedding night. He stripped Jill naked, took off his pants, and handed them to her. She tried them on and said they were far too big. Then Jill calmly took off her panties and handed them to Jack. "Try these on," she said. Jack tried, but they were way too small. "What's the point of this? I can't even get into your panties," he complained. "Exactly," Jill replied, "and if you don't change your attitude, you never will." Walter took his wife Ethel to the state fair every single year. Every time Walter would say, "Ethel, you know I would love to go for a ride in that helicopter." And every time Ethel replied, "I know, Walter. But that helicopter ride is $50, and $50 is $50. One year, Walter said, "Ethel, I am 87 years old now. If I do not ride that helicopter this year, I may never get another chance." Once again, Ethel replied, "Walter, that helicopter is $50, and $50 is $50. The helicopter pilot overheard them and said, "Listen, folks, I will make you a deal. I will take both of you for a ride. If you can stay quiet for the entire ride and not say a single word, it will be free. But if either of you says even one word, it is $50. Walter and Ethel agreed, and up they went. The pilot did all kinds of crazy tricks and death-defying maneuvers. Still, not a single word. They landed, and the pilot turned to Walter and said, "I am amazed. I did everything I could to make you scream, but you did not say a word." Walter replied, "Well, to be honest, I almost said something when Ethel fell out, but you know, $50 is $50. Two police officers rushed to a house after a report of a domestic disturbance with shots fired. When they arrived, they discovered that a wife had shot her husband for walking across the floor she had just mopped. The officers called their sergeant on his cell phone. "Yes," the sergeant answered gruffly. "Hello, Sarge," one officer said. "It looks like we have a homicide here." "What happened?" the sergeant demanded. The officer explained. "A woman shot her husband for walking across the floor she had just mopped." "I see," said the sergeant. "Have you placed her under arrest?" "No, sir, not yet," the officer replied. "And why the heck not?" the sergeant demanded. The officer answered, "The floor is still wet."